All right, we're here with a Chromatic Cube Draft. Let's go. Oh, well, immediately one of our favorite cards, Intrepid Adversary. Really hard for us to want to pass up like a white aggressive deck. We also love Buried in the Garden, as you may have seen. Also, Key to the Archive is extremely strong. I wonder if the pick really is Key to the Archive if we're doing like busted stuff, because this card essentially just says, hey, win the game. I think we start with Key to the Archive. Just because, like, Oculus, that's a build around. Intrepid Adversary fits specifically in one deck. These other cards are strong, but in general, we want to be technically playing cheaper cards, but this also just taps for any colors. It's a card that, like, you draw a card and then it fixes your mana, so I think we take Key to the Archive. It's not necessarily a card that we're, like, obsessed with. We're not like, yay, this is so cool. Ooh, Llanowar Elves. That's always strong. Third, Mare of Destiny. What the hell is this? 4 mana, 2/4, flying lifelink. Whenever you cast a Pegasus, Unicorn, or Horse creature spell, copy it. And then all of them get +1/+1. Okay, that's not good. Create a token that's a copy of target creature, and then all your triggered abilities trigger again. That seems crazy. And then Warzone Duplicator, Crabomination, all very strong cards. This makes our creatures cheaper. I don't know. Llanowar Elves just seems like... If there was a fetch land in here, we'd probably take it, but I think Llanowar Elves is... We want to ramp a bit. We want to do some stuff like that. Prismatic Ending. Oh, we do... That's pretty good. Archangel of Wrath. Brazen Collector. Ugh. Ghost Vacuum. Huh. Ghost Vacuum is just generically good, I think. It's also kind of like we don't have a lot of other cards right now. I'm kind of interested in the Ghost Vacuum. I don't know how much like graveyard-y strategy stuff there is. But it does have a late game like thing we get to do. I kind of like taking a Ghost Vacuum here. I think we'll just do that. Ooh, Uro. We're already in green and we want to do rampy type stuff. There's also a Galta. Some lands we're less interested in because they don't have land types. What is this? Krenko, Tin Street Kingpin. 3 mana, 1/2. When it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it, then create that many goblin tokens. Oh, this is just new art. Okay, I'm just not used to that art. I could take an Uro here. Like, does some rampy shenanigans. I think that's kind of what we're interested in doing. Ooh, Assimilation Aegis. There's also a Kona and a Fecund Green Shell. I do like... What is this card? Rune Carved Obelisk. Any of these alchemy cards I don't know very well. 4 mana, Mana Rock. We already have one of those. Put charge counters on it. Sacrifice it. Seek cards with the highest mana value among cards in your library. Where X is the number... So you put it in your hand? Ugh. Kind of like the green shell here. We do like a lands thing. Because we have the Uro. It's already kind of interesting. Yeah, let's take the green shell. Be very green currently. Ooh, a Pelucranos too. But Mockingbird. It's also just cheap and good. Look at all these black cards though. Or just a Planeswalker. This is kind of expensive. Mockingbird has a lot of utility. I think we just take that. We could take a Restless Cottage. Outrageous Robbery is kind of good. Vona de Iedo, the Antifex. Okay. This is a lot of words. When it enters, destroy target non-land, non-token permanent opponent controls. Then you may discard a card. If you do, conjure a duplicate of the permanent into your hand, and the duplicate perpetually gains. You can spend mana of any color. Oh, so you get to blow something up and then play it, kind of like Hostage Taker. We could also just take Hostage Taker. I think Hostage Taker is classic. Like, we're doing Sultai shit. Sure. I feel like we fall into this a lot when we're playing Cube. Is that I often find myself playing like Simic or Golgari or Sultai, like all the time. Just because it always seems like ramping to big stuff just seems like the best thing to do. And I think we're just going to continue that trend. Well, we have some cheap stuff to do on the way there. Mockingbird, I mean, making some more of these guys is pretty good. And Key to the Archive just basically says either win the game with Approach of the Second Sun, or take an extra turn. That's almost always what this card does. And so that's why we're taking it. Also ramps us a bunch, so there's that. All right, lot of black cards here. Pearl Collector. Beginning of on your post-combat main phase, if you gain 4 more life, you can make a Mox Pearl. Runescar Demon and just Shieldred. I think I like just Shieldred over like Runescar Demon. Buried in the Garden still here. Ravenous Chupacabra, Kiora, Abhorrent Oculus. We're not really milling ourselves necessarily. We're currently not playing white. I don't have any lands. Feel like Ravenous Chupacabra is pretty cheap, like not a really good card. But I guess we're taking it. It's in our colors. Maybe Cutting Black might be good. Give somebody the Buried in the Garden. Though we do love Buried in the Garden. I don't know if adding another color to this deck is a good idea. As we're seeing that black is kind of open. Breeding Pool over Crabomination and Come Back Wrong. Yeah, I think we just want to land here. Especially one that's like specifically in our colors. Well, we don't really like any of these cards. Prismatic Ending. I could just take a Rootbound Crag as like a possibility to open up to red cards in the future. Because it's also green, so we're not upset by that. But Prismatic Ending did go all the way around, so maybe like the Wooburg deck is possibly open. We're kind of leaning ourselves to the possibility that we could be playing that. Yeah, look at all these red cards. Sundown Pass. I'm less excited about Sundown Pass. Doesn't touch any of our other colors, right? So looks like everybody wants to play Sultai stuff. Yeah, holy crap. Red is wide open, baby. Take a Royal Eruption. I think all those other cards are pretty bad. Okay, well, there's a possibility that we might need to go into red. All right, well, we could take Nashi, but this is the fixed version. Deals come damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. I guess we're taking this card instead. We're not really, these last couple picks, like, I don't think we wanted a Nashi anyway. But Atsushi is pretty good. Concealing Curtains. There's some lands. Quilled Great Worm. It's just great. I do like these lands, though. And a Cultivate. We don't have a ton of counters, but I think Quilled Great Worm is a card that we are interested in. Just this card's just so annoying and busted. Ooh, Spar's Headquarters does have 2 of our colors and adds white to the possibilities. Pylon. Ooh, Emrakul is also something. Do we ramp to an Emrakul? I feel like we'd like to dump things into our yard a bit more if we were going to do that. Vivian's also pretty good. If this also tapped for black, I think we'd for sure take Spar's Headquarters. Over Vorinclex. We get double counters. Or with our Quilled Great Worm we just picked up. Or just an Emrakul. Take a Vivian.
So brace yourself.
Here we go. Zaggoth Triumph. That's what we wanted. Angelic Destiny is also sweet. Primal Might. Atraxa. It's also very strong. Zombify. No, I think we just want this land. Atraxa is great, but we aren't really playing white. And I definitely want a Zyggoth Triumph, like for our deck, for sure. Make Your Own Luck or Massacre Worm. Triple black is pretty brutal. I think this is a good time just to take a Drowned Catacomb and just say, see you later. Restless Reef and a Woodland Cemetery. There's also Villainous Wealth. Well, I think we just take the Villainous Wealth. That's just too much fun. Too much fun. All right, let's get these red cards out of here. I'm so uninterested in red. Sultai Villainous Wealth? Yes. I think we don't really want to play Concealing Curtains. Some more cheap stuff, though. Maybe some 2-drops would be good. Or maybe more 1-mana accelerators. Oh, but another land sounds great. Especially because these ones are not that exciting. Joint Exploration. Scry 2, draw a card. If this spell is kicked, put a land onto the battlefield. Teferi. I'll take the land. I take lands fairly highly, I think. We'd really like some fetch lands now, actually. Though sometimes there is this awkward thing where you're like kind of playing ramp, but then your 5-drop slot is awkward because it's like, why would you play a 5-drop instead of just like the giant things? But for the most part, we're keeping everything quite cheap. Okay, this is quite interesting. Collector's Cage, that's a hell of a card. Noxious Gearhulk is great, and also Aether Channeler. I might just want the cheaper card, though. Let's take the Channeler. It either bounces something, makes a 1/1, or draws as a card. I think we're just happy with that. And then playing a Mockingbird, doing it again. Maybe we took Ghost Vacuum a little bit too high. Temple of Mystery. We also have Liliana of the Veil. It is double black, though, and a Quicken. Arcanus the Omnipotent. Not really a card that we're super excited about, I think. There's also Avacyn's Pilgrim, but it ramps us, but for white? Let's take a Temple of Mystery. Just want to fix my colors. Doubling Season, Multiple Choice, Liliana Death's Majesty, 5-mana Reanimate, and then make a bunch of zombies? Let's take a Casualties of War. Whether we're actually going to play it or not, I don't know. But blowing up a million things does sound good. Does kind of make our Vivian a little bit less exciting if we're ticking down. But I guess it says, no, whenever you cast your next creature spell, yeah. So Villainous Wealth and Casualties of War don't really work super well with that card. Emrakul came back around. We have Angrath, Tameo, and Treasure Map. Let's take the Treasure Map. Look at all these white cards. Like, what the heck? We'll take the land. Planar Disruption. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value of 5 or greater, discover X, where X is that mana spell. This costs 4 mana to cast. Jeez, this is terrible. Let's take the land. This card's pretty cool. Homunculus Horde. Sure. I don't think we want to splash white just for that Teferi. And Jeskai, sure. Snapcaster Mage. We also have Explore, which is probably our #1 pick here. Goose Mommy, Rewind, Snappy. Dune Blast. That card's very strong. But no, let's take Explore. I think we need cheap stuff right now. Cheap things to do. Insidious Fungus, Into the Royal. None of these expensive stuff. All right, Phyrexian Metamorph. That is a card. It's also this land. I think we just take the Fungus, actually. Something cheap that can ramp us. Augur of Autumn, Fabled Passage. What the heck is this? Power and toughness equal to the number of lands you control. When it attacks, draw a card, then you put a land from your hand on the battlefield. That does seem good. There's also just Craterhoof. But we're not going to make a bunch of tokens. Let's just take an Augur of Autumn. I think that card's pretty strong for kind of just ramping things out. Let's take out the lands we're probably not playing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we have 19 playables currently. With, like, not a ton of removal, honestly. Drown and Ichor, Vraska. Pillage the Bog, and a Twitching Doll. I think I'll take the Mana Dork over all the other ones. Alright, filling out this bottom bit is kind of nice. Still wondering if Ghost Vacuum is going to be great in this cube. I'm not super sure. I think there is, like, a reanimation thing. Also, yeah, most of our... Like, our removal spells are Ravenous Chupacabra, Hostage Taker, Shieldred. Casualties of War and then just like stealing their shit. Okay. I guess, yeah, we could like cast a 5-drop and go find another thing. We have Seraphic Steed, Chart a Course, Pyromancer's Goggles. What is this thing? Whenever a land enters, put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. If it's the second time, double those number of things. We might just take this over a Chart a Course, but it's just because there's nothing in this pack for us. We didn't get any fetch lands. More lands we can't use. Get a bunch of gods. Mirari's Wake. Oh, that's fun. Search for Azcanta. Non-creature and online cards from among them. Yeah, that's not really that exciting. Thundertrap Trainer. Oh, there aren't any fetches in this cube. Oh, that's probably why we didn't get any. I don't really like any of these. World Tree. Fixes our mana. If we play it. Another land we could play. Solemn Simulacrum or the Scrap Shooter. There's also Titan of Industry. I just want a Titan of Industry. Want some big stuff. Scrawling Crawler. Mana Dork. No. And Glarb. Yes. Glarb is actually exactly what we're doing. Holy crap, that's great. Dune Blast came back around. How did Dune Blast come back around? That's insane. Just take Nicol Bolas, but we're not playing. Not playing a Nicol Bolas. Dune Blast seems crazy. But maybe we have way too many like finishers, and adding a color to have a different board wipe just seems like unnecessary. We'll take the green card. I think a lot of people are playing what we're playing. Like maybe we should have given up on green early and just gone into red-black or even red-white. As long as I have 6 or more lands, all my lands tap for whatever, which is kind of nice. But I'm not really playing extra things. We do have a Bright Climb Pathway. I think I'm kind of more interested in playing Casualties of War over Dune Blast, because it can destroy a ton of stuff. Dune Blast only destroys creatures, right? Could take a Pillage the Bog, but I don't know if we want to play it. Actually, no, we probably do want to play it. It cares about lands, right? Look at top X card your library where X is the number of lands you control. Put, and the rest on the bottom. Yeah, actually, we do want to play Pillage the Bog. We'll take the stupid goggles. We'll take the ultimatum. And we'll take Burn Down the House. Wow, yeah, a lot of our wheels are just like a bunch of cards we can't cast. All right, folks, this is our deck. We are playing Sultai good stuff, basically. Ultimately, the point of the deck is just to ramp up and to do crazy, awesome things. Basically, like, blow up a million things, or steal all our opponent's stuff and do a bunch of stuff with it. Play a giant guy, make big things, make them sacrifice things, take extra turns. That's basically what we're doing here. And, yeah, let's see how this goes. This is a great hand. We don't have any black mana, but we do have a Twitching Doll, so there's that. Scry 1. No. I need more lands before I start doing stuff like that. And we got another big expensive card, so whatever. Sure, they ramping? Alright, we are drawing all of our expensive cards just immediately. I could just play this. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, separate them into face down and face up. Are we ready to do that? I think I might just want a treasure map. Yeah, let's treasure map. I'm just gonna scry. A Shieldred. Shieldred is removal. We don't have any removal right now. But we need to... I do need to draw a land, though, I guess. Opponent's ramping up. Ramping. There we go. Gonna draw a card with my Aether Channeler. We get our land. We pass the turn. They do get to... Ooh. What the hell is this? Fear of Ridicule. Enchantment creatures you control have menace. Whenever one or more enchantment creatures you control deals combat damage to a player, exile a random creature card from that player's library. Create a token that's a copy of it, but it's a 1/1. Make him sacrifice a non-token creature. Sweet. Boop, 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 doo. We could just ramp, but we can also do that at the end of turn. So let's just pass the turn. Probably want to make a 4/4 and destroy one of their things over here. I didn't even look at this. It just looks like a mana rock. Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just... I hope we have enough mana. Land, yep. We'll have to use one for this, but we get to destroy their Cityscape Leveler. Which they do get to unearth. For 8 mana. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess they just get to do it. But we're okay with that. Titan of Industry. Let's give this a... Let's destroy something and give it a shield. Destroy that. And then this gets a shield. I can also just cast the Oracle of Half-Truths. Draw some cards. When we lose our treasures, I would like to draw cards with my treasures. Maybe I just do that instead. Draw a card. Can't cast this yet, or don't want to, necessarily. Sure, tag for 2. Okay, end the turn. Awkwardly don't have a million green sources, which is the weird part. Eldest Reborn. Sacrifice a creature of their choice. Channeling. Each opponent discards a card. Put target creature or planeswalker card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. I could just blow it up. That does sound kind of fun. Fungus. Destroy target enchantment. That one. Also, they can't crew this. This is pretty hilarious. Alright, attack for 7. They can block and it doesn't even break the shield. That is very funny. Let's tap this for blue mana. Half-Truths. Let's factor fiction. Oh, they get to factor fiction us. I forgot. Two cards or one card? This could easily just be a land. But I don't really want either of these. Oh, sure. That card's great. If it's a land, you may put it on the battlefield. If you don't put the card on the battlefield, put it in the bottom. So you just look for lands. 4 mana, look for lands, essentially? Sure. Overlord of the Baelmerk. Mill 4, then return a non-avatar creature from graveyard to your hand. Okay. So they're going to return the Cityscape Leveler, I guess? Alright, that makes sense. Sylvan Primordial. Just want to destroy target non-creature permanent. Okay. Gonna target my sure. Let's draw a card in response. And they scoop it up. Okay, sure. Sure. Well, that's great. Okay. Yeah. All right. It seemed like our opponent was cooking there, but they just decided to give up instead. Tap land. Nothing to cast. Opponent goes first, and we are on the draw. Whatever. Whatever. Pillage the bog for something. Alright, white deck. That's not really what we were looking. We're not excited about a white deck, honestly. Knight of the White Orchid does nothing. Play this. I'll just pillage the bog for a land, maybe? Yeah. Do I want to tap land? I think tap land's fine, actually. Because next turn I can Uro and play it, and we ram. Okay. That's a good card. No, but I thought that the Mox Alchemy people were there. I saw one. I saw a one that makes a pearl thing or whatever. I'm pretty sure Chromatic just means like it's supposed to be big and splashy with lots of colors. But that's why I thought that like fetch land would be perfect. Opponent staring down a lot of scary things. Okay, they decided to take away Glarb as an option for next turn. That seems fine to me. Ooh, Augur of Autumn. Sure. Alright, Uro. We'll play the Temple of Mystery. We could just scry. Oh, we could just explore into more things? Maybe we actually don't care about exploring anymore. We can play Augur of Autumn. I can also just play Vivian and like plus to make a 3/3. Mondrag. Well, we probably just want to blow up Mondrag as soon as we can, right? I think that's probably the smart thing to do. Just be like, and you're dead. No blocks. Kind of sucks, but what are you going to do? Oh, but they didn't do anything? Alright. Let's play a Planeswalker to try to gain some life. Plus to make a reach blocker. No text. Would like another land. This Titan of Industry is not what we're looking for. Yeah, attack like that. Block here. What does this guy do? When he attacks, make a 1/1 creature that's attacking and has vigilance. When it blocks, you make a 1/1 that's also blocking. So that it just gets a buddy every time. That's pretty good. Vigilance, I guess, on this one. Glarb is a 2/4 with Death Touch. I could also... Oh, Augur of Autumn. I get to play the card on top of my library. That's pretty nice. Yeah, play that. No attacks. We could double block this guy. Eat that guy. Let the 1/1 through. Let's block here. Double block this guy. Take the 1. Oh, does the opponent have no combat tricks whatsoever? Jeez. Okay. Feels like we can just do whatever we want. Let's make another vigilant creature.
Every day is a new mutation.
I'll play this creature. Oh, I guess I should have waited to play my land. That's kind of dumb. Just a key to the archive. I think we have enough board presence now. And Approach of the Second Sun. I have to discard this guy? Don't really care. Attack for 2? Or 4? Or who even cares? Attack for 2? Opponent could have like flash threats, but whatever. Approach to the second sun with this Augur of Autumn is pretty great. Approach to the second sun? Gain 7 life. The fact that I have Augur of Autumn and Vivian lets me play so many things off the top of my library just for free. Plus, make another Vigilant guy. Opponent obviously is missing another color. That's basically what's happening right now. Alright. Yikes. Like, there's no way they're playing mono white, right? Play a land. Play a creature. There's another land. Wow, there's so many lands on top of our library. It's crazy. Draw a card. Put a land on the battlefield. This one, I guess? It doesn't really matter. They all tap for whatever color. Sure, this guy. That guy's huge. Next turn, we win the game. This is great. Our opponent's doing literally nothing. This one can have Vigilance, too. Who cares?
I love making new friends.
I guess, like, is it great? Because, like, we're not doing anything fun. We're just... Our opponent isn't doing anything. So, whatever. We'll take the win, but... They go to 7. We're just casting Approach to the Second Sun next turn. Yep. Yep. Alright, that felt too easy. Too easy. No green sources with an Explore is brutal. I think we have to ship this hand for sure. This is much, much better. We'll keep this. I wonder if we put Villainous Wealth on the bottom just because Casualties of War at least like kills a bunch of stuff. Sorry, Villainous Wealth. Maybe we'll get to you. Maybe we'll draw enough cards. We might have to pillage the bog for a land again. Start with the Forest. Sure. Yeah, pillage the bog for a land. Could have used the treasure map, maybe. Yeah, they get to explore, yeah. Opponent's doing what we want to do. Alright, now we have lots of things. Now we wish we had a 2-drop to play. That's right, having lots of lands is good. Wow, opponent really is showing us what they can do. I don't like it. Alright. Half-truths. What are we thinking, opponent? Top 3 cards of my library, separate them in 2 piles. I get to pick one of them. I think these cards are awesome. They're like exactly what Magic should be. Because picking the piles is so difficult. Like, and it like is kind of always difficult. Ooh, an Aether Channeler or 2 mystery cards. I think I'd rather have 2 mystery cards. 2 lands. Okay. And no green sources either, so we can't play this guy. Ooh, a white source. Temple of Mystery. We get Temple of Mystery, and then the following turn play this guy. This, like, anime dude. We do get to just, like, ramp pretty well with him. If we draw a forest, we'd be really happy, but... Temple of Mystery also, like, we have nothing to do next turn. We could play Casualties of War if they play a bunch of stuff. We could blow up their white source, or we could just blow up their creature lands. That's probably what's more important. Ooh. This adds an extra thing we can blow up. Wow, the fact that they're playing this card. I think this card's so bad. Beginning of your end step, choose a card and put it onto the battlefield. So you do get to ramp, I guess. Ooh, sure. Okay. So attack for 3. Temple of Mystery. Look at an Uro. Sure, that's fine. Glarb. I guess putting Uro in the yard is a good thing. But we're probably just going to play Casualties of War the following turn anyway. And I kind of want to draw the card. So now they have a ton of white sources, so it doesn't really matter. They will ramp a bunch and not draw as many cards or lands, but... Question now is, are they playing a... Oh, okay. Their own Uro. Thank you. Glarb can play lands and cast spells. Okay. Bird of Paradise. Make it easy. Alright, they're going pretty wide now. Look at all this stuff. Get a land. We do have a land, but I want to play a 6-mana spell this turn. They are tapped out, so I will not be playing that one on the top, unfortunately. I could just like tap it and surveil, but I'm also not looking for anything. I think we just play this. Blam, blam, blam. Target creature, target enchantment, target land. Feels good. Pass the turn. They did get to ramp for 2 turns in a row, so form Tooth and Nail. Entwined? Are they gonna not? Oh, it is entwined. This is really bad. I think I'm just dead. Right, they all have trample. See what we had? 2 lands, okay. And we die? Well, that sucked. What is this Commander shenanigans? Ooh, we do get to explore too. Yeah, just play it tapped. No need to play Mockingbird until we have like Chupacabra on the battlefield. Wow, look at all these things. Yeah, we'll draw lands first. Play another land. Next turn we just key to the archive. They also explored. Nice. Nice. Temple of Epiphany. Alright, opponent's playing like all the colors, most likely. I think we just slam a key to the archive because it ramps us a lot. And we get, ooh, Regrowth or Demonic Tutor. I think we probably just want Demonic Tutor. We will discard a Mockingbird, seems like. Could also just discard Uro. Mockingbird can be a bunch of things. Let's discard the Uro. That's just value, right? Just value. Death thing again? Kind of want to just blow up all their stuff because they are obviously needing it to help them cast their spells, right? Oh, we can't cast this yet. I can Demonic Tutor for that stupid fungus thing. You know what? Screw it. I want to punish them for playing this card, and I think they should be punished. Let's go get our fungus. Where is he? There he is. We play our fungus and destroy this enchantment. I could also make a Mockingbird that is the fungus. Actually, that seems kind of interesting. Actually, no, cancel. We'd rather just Mockingbird for another Titan. Yeah, later. Destroy this enchantment. There you go. That's what you get, opponent. We did have a 2-for-1 ourselves to do that, but I don't care. Guess they're still ramping. Play this as a land. Play this as a creature. Could also just ramp again. Could also just blow this up. And then we have Mockingbird to do it again later. But blowing it up does nothing. I can make our own Solemn Simulacrum. Actually, let's do that. Yeah, we can ramp 2. We can ramp 2. Don't get to destroy lands with this thing. Also, we have a flying Solemn Simulacrum. Oh. Uh-oh, that's really bad. They get to draft 2 things? Uh-oh. They're definitely taking some extra turns. There's a possibility they got 2 Approach of the Second Sons, and they can just cast them back to back. Titan of Industry. Let's destroy something and make a 4/4. Let's destroy one of these things. Slow them down, baby. You gotta. Also, blowing up any of these doesn't really matter. Giving this a shield also seems like a smart thing to do. Cursed Mirror, okay. Comes in as a copy of a creature. Any creature? You may have it become a copy of any creature on the battlefield. Yeah, of course they got it. Yeah, I know. Now I have to win before they draw it. There's just no way. That's definitely a card that draws cards. Oh, they didn't attack with their Titan of Industry. That's bizarre. They want to keep this around? Okay. That's weird. Alright, let's... Oh, I should have tapped this last turn. Shoot, I want to make a bunch of stupid spiders. Tap this for black mana. Actually, let's play Glarb first. See if there's anything exciting on the top. There's not. Play this. Kill the 4/4. Attack with these. Guess I should attack with this too. But then they get to draw a bunch of cards. Like, this is terrible. They draw 2 cards. They draw a card for turn. Ugh. Look at this. Look how close they are. Ugh. Horrendous. They get to draw another card from this thing. Oh, they have a Time Warp too. Of course. See, okay. What did I say? Whenever you get Key to the Archive, when you're my opponent, you get Approach of the Second Sun and you get Time Warp. They got both of them in the same thing from a doppelgang. That's so unfair. Why don't I get to do that? No blocks. Are you kidding? I'm not an idiot. Let you draw an extra card. I just don't think I can kill them. They don't even need Approach of the Second Sun to kill us? This is so rude. What is 12 damage? 12, 14 damage? What? They just kill us from taking an extra turn? Come on! What is this game? Yeah, now they have 14 exactly. Oh no, never mind. They have 16? What the hell was that? That was disgusting. Are we supposed to only take the expensive cards? Is that the rule? Sure. Yep. Forced. We'll explore. Draw a land. Play another land. We can play Twitching Doll, which we need very badly because we don't have any blue mana. Maze Mind Tome, Old Border. Very nice. It looks good in Old Border, I do have to say. Still no blue mana, but we'll play Twitching Doll. There's only two choices in this type of cube draft. You either go 2-color and play early drops and win the game early, or have the biggest big deck and have lucky draws. I think you're absolutely right.
I defy gods. Defying you will be easy.
Okay. We probably just want to play Vivian. Yep.
Monsters? This is my paradise.
Give it Vigilance. We could do other things, but I think Twitching Doll just wants to attack this Kiora. Like, playing our fungus is fine, but
Now I'm salty.
not letting them draw too many cards would be great. Sure. Ramp for, okay, Consuming Aberration. I guess we could have just attacked their face, because we do just get to do this. Artifact, creature, land, planeswalker. Artifact, creature, land, planeswalker. That's brutal. This is so mean.
Well, this sucks.
GG, yeah. GG's. Like, you're not coming back from that. Okay, that was great. I liked that a lot. That was very mean, though. But it felt very fun still. Just like, oh, sorry, 6 mana destroy 4 of your permanents? Like, everything you did up to this point. Okay, we don't get to play Llanowar Elves on turn 1, so that's kind of annoying. But I like this hand. Like, we're definitely keeping this. We have our colors, and we get to explore again. Nice. Temple of Mystery. Oh, Casualties of War is so good, but we want more lands? It's so hard to dump it after the last game. It's so strong. Caustic Bronco. Ooh, okay, they actually have a kind of scary-ish card. Alright, explore, draw a card. We do get to play another land. It is tapped, though, unfortunately. Attack us for 2. If we draw a land, we get to archive, key to the archive. If we don't draw, oh, stupid Agent of Rafine. So annoying. And a Mind Stone, just to make their Agent of Rafine. Ooh, okay, so we could key to the archive, double ramp, or we can play Twitching Doll and Llanowar Elves, but I think we just want to key to the archive. And then we can Casualties of War the following turn if we want. There we go. Approach of the Second Sun. We're going to discard Oracle of Half-Truths. No, let's just discard a Llanowar Elves. Seems kind of bad at this point of the game. They take 3. Sure. Banishing Light the... damn it. Now we have to slowly go back. I could just play... What does this do again? They just draw cards. And this conjure a duplicate of the top of your opponent's library, yeah. I guess that's true. We do get to blow it up later and get to do it again. I just wanted to Casualties of War immediately, but... I could Vivian and make a guy. Or Twitching Doll, so that next turn I get to do something. But that seems so sad. I could Oracle and try to find some lands. Let's do that. Do they have a counterspell? Oh no, they just have Agent of Rafine. We're kind of interested in just taking the land, playing Twitching Doll, and passing the turn. Yeah. What was the card? Another land. Cool. Our opponent's like, what? It's like, yeah, this is what we wanted. Sure. They get whatever the top of our library is. Oh, did we already play a land this turn? I guess we thought we could just play Twitching Doll and then we'd be done, but... I could block this Caustic Bronco. So they don't really care that much. Yeah, might as well. Get rid of their card advantage. Opponent play a bunch of stuff. And then we'll Casualties of War. Midnight Clock. That's another card that we would kind of like to blow up, but I don't think we're going to. Alright, so this is a peculiar situation. Because we could try to Faculties or Casualties of War, but they do have blue mana up. And what else are they holding up, really? We can play this 5-drop or this. We're not going to play that by itself. Do I go for it? I feel like we probably don't want to go for it. It's just Vivian. They got a counterspell for sure. Yeah. They just put it back in our hand, though? Okay. Like, they had way too much mana up for them not to. They could have just drawn some cards. And also held up Rafine, maybe? Maybe they only had 4 mana up. Pillage the Bog. I do want them to find something huge, play it, and then we get to, like, blow them up. Like, play some... no, they're not going to anymore. So annoying. I think we're just continuing to hold on to this while they counter things. Snapcaster Mage, play Remand again. Put it back in our hand. Like, not really that worried about it, though, so... Play a Twitching Doll. They're just drawing cards off of our deck, which is brutal. And they're also getting rid of whatever they are. I have no idea what they are. That's the other thing I don't like about this. It's like, yeah, you just get to steal stuff from me. Like that. Great, now I have to kill my own Great Worm. I guess it goes to my graveyard? No, this is a duplicate version, right? It's not the actual one. I'll block Snappy. I don't care. Guess it's bigger now. Wasn't really actually thinking about anything. Well, they don't have any blue mana up, so now we're happy. To just be like, okay, Casualties of War. Yeah, we're going to destroy lots of stuff. Destroy this artifact. Destroy this creature. Destroy this enchantment. And destroy this land. Sure. Steal more of our cards. We only have 18 left. I get to... Maybe just counterspell. Discard the turtle? We can hold up our counterspell if something crazy happens. And we probably also just approach it the second sun, really. That's our forest, yeah. They attack for 4, that's fine. Because now we have counterspell magic for our approach to the second sun, which is pretty great. Alright, play Swamp. Approach to the second sun. Counterspell backup. They could have multiple counterspells, though. Nope. Do they have another counterspell? They don't. Let's go. We do have to watch out that they don't steal our approach to the second sun off the top of our deck, though. Because that is something that could happen. Let's attack. Hiya! Right, because let's see. They steal something, we draw. They steal, we draw. They steal, we draw. They steal? Ugh, I don't like that. Hostage taker on our... Key to the archive, okay? I do not care about the spiders. They play our own key to the archive. So annoying. they get something. Okay, well, they're completely tapped out. We have a fungus. We could do that. But this is X's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think X's 7 is pretty good for Villainous Wealth. It's what we're going to get. There's no counter spells up. Wow. I make 1, 4, 4. This is the worst. This is the worst Villainous Wealth I've ever seen. What the heck? Oh, this sucks. It was so bad. 5 lands? We just got 5 lands out of their deck? You're welcome, opponent, I guess. 1, 4, 4. What the fuck? Yeah. They're at 11 cards. I guess we milled them, but like... What? They had their own approach to the second sun from the Key to the Archive. Honestly, that card sucks so bad. Key to the Archive is the worst. What do we even do? Green. Vivian. Make a creature. It has reach. Whatever. Play this.
I call, and Decoria answers.
Sacrifice something, opponent. My card. They're gonna steal my approach of the second sun and then win the game with my approach of the second sun, and I can't do very much about it. That's the problem. They can steal this swamp. I guess this lets us draw an extra card. That is something. They have their own approach of the second sun. It's really just like, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Can you draw another card? You can with the Mind Stone. Is that enough? Oh, come on. What the... God, I hate Agent of Rafine so much. I hate that card. Oh, that's so annoying. That was a really irritating, awful match. I hated so much of that. Maybe this cube is not for me, man. I guess you have to be just like way stupid. Like you just build the biggest, stupidest deck. That's essentially what we're doing, and I don't like that at all. Maybe we were just too conservative. What the hell? They stole so much of our shit and then beat us with their own cards. It makes me so mad. Also, can we just say, Key to the Archive, this card should not exist. I'm just getting on my soapbox. Like, this card is horrible because it's always broken. You always get Approach of the Second Sun or the Time Warp. That's almost always what happens. If that's not it, then you get, like, Demonic Tutor. Like, that card is just so unfair, and everybody knows it, and it's just like a joke at this point. It's like, play Key to the Archive, get Approach of the Second Sun, win the game. And it happens so often. It happens so often that it's just like, they have to just... Why don't they tweak this card so you can't Approach of the Second Sun? Or add extra cards so it's harder to get? Or... I don't know. But the fact that you get this card so much, like I played it, I got it, and then they played it and they got it, like that shouldn't happen. That just should not happen. Anyway, sorry. Soapbox done. Anyway, obviously I'm kind of heated. I'm kind of mad right now, but I gotta take a breath, gotta calm down, and we're going into another one because we're cubing. That's what we're doing now. We're cubing.